Hello, class. My name is Garrett Mack, and I thank you all for joining me today. So, I think we all can agree that we can improve our health in some way, whether it's not getting enough exercise or not eating right, or just improving a little bit in some of those areas. Because as young people, we feel that what we do in our adolescence years does not affect us as much as it actually does. But little do we know, the diet and exercise in our adolescence years has a huge impact on how our brains develop and also create habits that will be tough to break as we go about our lives in the future. So today I'm going to tell you why it's important to watch what we take into our bodies, as well as explain the importance of sleep and exercise. So, bad diet. According to the San Francisco Gate, your diet significantly contributes to 4 out of the 6 of the top leading causes of death in the United States. So the effects of bad diet can be obesity, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, high cholesterol, sleep apnea, fatigue, and it also increases your risk for stroke or a heart attack. And that all is caused by taking in excess amounts of sugar, sodium, caffeine, GMOs, trans fats, and carbohydrates. And so simple versus complex carbohydrates. Your complex carbohydrates are going to be what are bad for you and what makes you gain weight and are not healthy. Simple carbohydrates are going to be what provides you with energy throughout your day and are good for you. So, examples of foods or beverages that contain all of these harmful things are going to be your soda and your energy drinks. Make sure you're staying away from all of these items. Also, white bread, fast food, processed food, that's going to be bacon, french fries, potato chips, your TV dinners, red meat, fruit juice, and butter. Butter is very high in cholesterol and oftentimes is not even consisting of real dairy products. And so good diet is going to be anything organic, whole grains, nuts, lean meats, greens, fruits and veggies, of course, and any low-fat dairy items. So examples of these are going to be whole grain bread, spinach, salads, fish, grilled chicken, low-fat milk, beans, and browned rice. And also, the things in the bad diet category are not necessarily bad in moderation, because, they all say anything is good in moderation, which in this case it is true, as long as you don't create a habit of eating these often, because that's going to be what causes the things that I discussed in the beginning of this speech, like your obesity, hypertension, diabetes, things of that nature. So as far as fitness goes, working out is a great way to speed up the process of achieving your fitness goals. Whether it's you're overweight, you're average weight, you're an athlete, a bodybuilder, it all comes down to not being lazy and actually getting up off your butt and going to go work out. Because no one ever has a problem with working out once they're actually at the gym. The main difficulty comes with actually getting enough motivation to go to the gym and work out. So there's really no excuse for anyone to be able to say they can't work out unless they're injured or in some way physically enabled. Everyone has enough time to go to the gym. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody has enough time to go to the gym, no matter how busy of a schedule. And you don't need a fancy gym membership to be able to work out. All you need is a little bit of motivation. And a good thing to think about when it comes to getting the urge to work out, that I like to think about, is that there are hundreds of thousands of people in the world that are physically unable to work out, and that's not by their choice. People who are physically enabled to because of they lost their limbs in, say, the army. They were born with birth defects that allow them to not be able to do some of the things that some of us can. And it just really is humbling when you think about it. And you must think about how fortunate you are to be able to do the things that you do. And with that being said, I don't want to let that go to waste. So that's what I use as motivation for when I go to the gym. And some methods that can help you achieve these goals is, one, to get into a routine. This is going to be the easiest way for you to make a habit out of going to the gym, even if you do not have a lot of motivation to do so on a particular day. So an example of a routine is going to be waking up every morning, eating a healthy breakfast, going to work or school, coming home and eating a snack, and then going to the gym or going on a run or whatever form of exercise you choose, and then coming back home and eating a healthy dinner. And the main thing to this is just being consistent. You just have to keep everything consistent and keep your routine fluent, so that way it'll give you the best opportunity to better yourself. It is also important to set goals for yourself that will help you better your life. If your goal is to lose 30 pounds or to gain 10 pounds of muscle, whatever it is, you have to think about these goals every day, and you have to make these something that you want to strive for. And you have to think about that being the reason why you're in the gym in the first place. And that'll make you strive to do better, and it'll make you work harder. It's also very beneficial if you can find a workout partner with similar goals to yours. That way you both can hold each other accountable and push each other to not shy away or slack off from these goals. That way you're both bettering yourself, and you'll find it more fun and more of a hobby rather than a chore of going to the gym. And you'll find it to be a good time going with your friend rather than going by yourself, making it a chore. And it's also very important that you're constantly pushing yourself and pushing each other, and just make sure you don't forget why you're in the gym in the first place. So if you do all these things, I can guarantee that you will not only look and feel healthier, which is what we're all hoping for, but you will also feel and act much happier, and you will have something else to be proud of, and that's always your goal. So another thing is going to be sleep. Sleep is a key important fact when it comes to brain development in teens and young adults, and we often overlook the importance of sleep. So it's very important that you get 8 hours of sleep every night, because this is going to have a huge impact on how the brain develops and how your brain performs on a particular day. According to an article by Giorgio, about 87% of high school Americans are chronically sleep deprived. This is a shocking number, and you just hate to see it, because the more sleep that we get, the better our brains perform and the smarter we're getting, but we are just not known to have sleep in our lives, and it just is blinding to a lot of us, and we need to make sure that we're getting better sleep. And the more that we know about this, the more we can fix it. One study also shows that 10 minutes later that a teenage goes to bed, there was a 6% increase in the chance that they'd used alcohol or marijuana in the past month. So when you're going out and staying up late, just make sure that you know the effect that it is having on your body, and you know that not only is it going to affect you in the next week or the next month, it's going to affect you throughout your entire life, and it'll carry you into your adulthood and make bad habits in that aspect. So in conclusion, I hope you all have come to the realization that there is something that you can change in your life. I also hope that you've learned of ways that you can go about making these changes. Now that you have a little bit better knowledge on diet and fitness, there's really no excuse of not going to the gym other than just being lazy. And if you're okay with being lazy, then that's fine, but you just need to know what is going to happen to your health if you choose not to work out and eat